I was muted, but welcome, guys. That was a close one. You guys remember the last one when I was muted for like first 10 minutes? Anyway, welcome, guys. We're gonna be talking about the FTX and Binance. What an insane, what an absolutely insane day it has been yesterday. Yeah, right. What an insane day it has been yesterday. That's weird. So anyway, like I woke up yesterday, right? I checked Twitter, I checked CT, I went through Twitter and I'm like, wow, there's an argument. There's an argument between CC of Binance, which is the #1 crypto exchange, and Sam from FTX.com, which is the #2 crypto exchange. And I thought, two billionaires fighting it out publicly, who gives a shit, right? But it turns out that I should have paid attention because something very, very important was going on in crypto, and a battle was playing out between the two biggest players. So I woke up, saw on Twitter, there's an argument, didn't really care too much about it, right? And then a couple of hours later in the evening, I saw a tweet from CC. He's buying FTX.com. I'm like, wait a minute, what's going on? You had an argument, and then all of a sudden, you're buying your biggest competitor, right? Let me transition over to the FTT USDT chart here on, no, of course, I'm going to be watching it on Binance. Let's see, what do we have? What's going on right here? Are you guys seeing that? Are you seeing this? This is a drop. This is a massive, massive daily candle. This is a massive, massive daily candle. That candle alone is 88%, right? It's pretty insane. Who would have thought that the FTT token, which I personally believe would be one of the strongest tokens in this space, I viewed FTT, I viewed BNB as solid long-term investments in the crypto industry. Look at this. It went down 88%, over 88%, almost 90% in one day. This should tell you something important when it comes to crypto and when it comes to investing and when it comes to trading in general. Your funds are never safe on any crypto exchange, right? We viewed FTT as one of the best ones, one of the biggest ones, one of the safest ones, right? But remember, this is crypto. This is still the wild west of financial markets. It's a pretty crazy world out there. And if you have a lot of funds on a crypto exchange, you should reconsider. You should reconsider because the second biggest crypto exchange, their native token, crashed almost 90% in a day after reports of their being insolvent and going bankrupt. So what actually happened? What actually happened, right? So I want to have this chart in the backdrop while I kind of cover this story because I think it's just an insane chart right here. It kind of reminds me of the whole Luna situation, and I've been, reading a lot and seeing a lot of comments from some major players in the field saying that this could be crypto's Lehman Brothers moment. And you guys know about the 2008 financial crisis where the investment bank Lehman Brothers went bankrupt, and that started this chain of events that led to the massive financial crisis of 2008 based on the subprime loans in the housing market. You probably all know about that, and if you don't know about that, you should go watch the movie The Big Short. That's a great movie, by the way, and it kind of explains the whole absurdity of the financial market. Wow, they're insane. So Sam from FTX and CC from Binance, I don't think they really liked each other much, right? I don't think they liked each other much. They're competitive, but it became quite obvious in recent weeks, and it started with a tweet from Sam. I believe it started with maybe earlier, but Sam tweeted this. I don't know if you guys saw this or if you guys remember this, but Sam tweeted out this tweet right here, replying to the fact that CC from Binance were going to Washington. What Washington? What the fuck is Washington? Washington, whatever. DC. It's going to DC to talk with regulators of the crypto industry. And he's like, oh, is he allowed to go to DC, right? Obviously, there's a negative tone here. This tweet started a chain of events that kind of led this whole idea to become more public, right? More public. So after this tweet, there were rumors going around that FTT might possibly be in a bad situation financially. There were reports of Alameda Research and the hedge fund closely tied to FTX, which Sam funded. Founded the Alameda Research hedge fund. And by looking at the economy of Alameda Research and FTX, people saw that they had a lot of money. They had a lot of money, right? But where was that money placed? And it seemed like most of the money were in different crypto products, different crypto tokens that they have invested in via Alameda Research, right? And it's not really like you can just sell those assets like whenever you want. And being in the bear market that we are, it's obviously much harder to find the liquidity that you need to get rid of what some would say also a lot of these tokens would just be worthless, right? So the question then arises, how much of their money is actually in these tokens, which some of them, like I said, people look to be worthless, right? And it also showed that they had massive debt, right? Massive loans to pay off. So obviously, if most of their money it's tied up in relatively illiquid crypto tokens, and I say illiquid not for retail traders holding them, but for people who's holding millions and maybe even billions of dollars in these tokens in the bear market. They're not illiquid, but it's going to be very hard to get rid of that money fast if you need to. And obviously, in a bear market like this, when prices has dumped quite aggressively, you're going to be losing on that money, right? You're going to be losing on those investments. So if you sell everything, are going to be able to pay the debt. And if you sell everything in the market, you're just going to make everything crash and you're going to miss out. And then you're left with a big bag of loans. And that's when you go bankrupt, right? So the situation was not looking very good. So imagine you have that situation with FTX and Alameda Research, and imagine if everyone you started withdrawing their money at the same time. That's what's called a bank run, right? A bank run on the exchange. People start to worry and they start withdrawing money. They would probably at that point have trouble paying off their loan. And this is where CC of Binance comes in. Around the time of this information leaking, I can't remember where it leaked, but I think it was on CoinDesk or something like that. Somebody leaked some information of the FTX and Alameda Research balance sheet. And at the time of this leak, Binance comes in and basically says that, let me see if I can find the tweet here. All right, this one right here. So basically what he's saying is that they're going to start liquidating all of their FTT. They're basically going to dump it on the market because of this new information. They're worried that, honestly, guys, like, listen, this is the CEO of the number 1 crypto exchange out there. And he's getting information that his biggest competitor, which he pretty much hates, I think, from reading what's going on with their Twitter correspondence, right? He sees an opportunity. He's like, fuck this guy. You're in trouble. I'm not going to help you. I'm going to dump your token on the market and I'm going to crash the price, right? And after this tweet, obviously now people started getting worried, right? Now people started getting worried for good reasons. right? You get information that FTT might be insolvent. Binance is just saying, "Screw you! I'm dumping everything I have on the market." It's a 2.1 billion. It's not like it's just a small bag. It's 2.1 billion USD in FTT going to be dumped on the market. And by the way, this is this is the chart of FTT. Absolutely insane. It's a 1-day candle, almost 90% to the downside. All right, so people got worried after that tweet, rightfully so, rightfully so. And obviously, people got very worried and started withdrawing funds from FTX, which pretty much like listen, in the crypto industry, you own your keys, you own your crypto, you have full control, and you should have full control, and it's on your responsibility because you're not insured, right? If FTX goes bankrupt, you lose all your money. Like, it's not like you're gonna get that money back. Most likely, you're not gonna get that money back. You're not insured, so people withdraw the money. That's what you should be doing, right? If my personal bank here in Sweden goes bankrupt, it's not like they're gonna say, you should have withdrawn your money. You should have taking out all your money in cash. That's not how it works. You're insured by the state, and well, I guess there's situations where whatever. So yeah, people started withdrawing money, which they should have done, and they did. And FTX and Alameda, they started calming people down and saying like, it's not a problem. This is not a problem. We are not insolvent. This is all FUD. As soon as there's something negative that comes out in the crypto world, everyone just screams FUD, right? If I would go on here live and say that I don't like Bitcoin, people would say that's FUD. If I would say that it looks like Bitcoin is in a downtrend and it might move lower, you're gonna have people screaming FUD. Most people don't even know what FUD is, right? Do some research on that. Check out what FUD actually means. Because it's not just something you can throw around. Anyway, and to be fair, who would have thought that this would happen? Not me. Oh, on the other hand, like I'm happy that I'm a trader, not an investor, right? If I would be an investor looking for crypto products to invest in long term, I would probably have paid more attention to these things, but I don't really care about the underlying assets that I'm trading because I'm just a trader. I trade a trend. I don't really care if the company goes bankrupt. If it's in a downtrend, I'll short the shit out of that. I don't care. Like, there's no feelings attached to the trades. However, if you're an investor, you kind of have to know what you're actually investing in. And if you did invest in FTX or Binance or whatever for the long term, you probably knew that something like this, there was a possibility of this happening, but very unlikely. I mean, most people thought that FTX going bankrupt was insanely unlikely, me included. And I think most people saw this as a huge surprise, actually. And Alameda Research, I couldn't find the tweet, but I remember that Alameda Research tweeted something about offering CC from Binance to buy all of his FTT in an OTC deal at a better price, above market price. And basically, of course, they did this so that CC wouldn't be able to just dump everything in the market and affect the price of FTT negatively. Do you think that FTT took them up on this deal? Of course they didn't. Of course CC didn't take that deal. Why? Because he's smart, right? This was a ruthless move, right? A smart business decision, but a ruthless move to take out a competitor when they're vulnerable, right? And guys, like, this is business, right? He sees an opportunity to help out. And obviously, from what I've seen, they don't even like each other. So why would he help Sam, which he believes is not a good force in the crypto space? And if you've seen, some of the interviews where Sam, his take on regulation in the crypto industry, you might actually agree with me here. I think Binance and CC is the the better player here. I think they have better views for what crypto should be going forward when it comes to regulations, that sort of stuff. So I'm happy that it wasn't really happening the other way around. Shortly after CC coming out and saying no, we're gonna stick to selling this at market, FTT dropped 30%. Now that's huge. I remember that. That's big, right? FTT dropping 30%. That's big. At the same time as FTT dropping 30%, the FTX withdrawals was increasing rapidly, right? So it did seem like there was a possible bank run going on, which makes sense because, like I said, you don't have control over the funds that in an exchange. You need to have them on the hardware wallets unless you don't care about them, right? Shortly after this, FTT token dropped 30% and withdrawals started increasing. FTX paused withdrawals, right? Paused withdrawals. Right? And listen, everything happened quite quickly because shortly after FTX pausing withdrawals, guess what happens? Well, that's where CC comes out and says, hey guys, we're going to help you out. We've come to an agreement here and we want to help you out. So we're going to buy you. We're going to fully acquire FTX.com. I'm reading that and my mind is blown to bits. This is such a calculated and ruthless move from Binance. They see an opportunity. They see all the FUD going on all media research on FTX. They see an opportunity and they're like, "Hey guys, just so you know, we're gonna dump your token on market. Good luck." No, we don't want an OCT deal. We want to stay true to the idea of having a free and open market. And it's like, oh shit, we're fucked, right? And then he comes in and says, guys, it's okay. I'm gonna help you. I'm gonna buy you. I'm gonna absolutely crush you and control you, and you're now going to be my bitches. So yeah, that's pretty much what happened. So what happened here is going to go down in history. This is an historic moment in crypto. CC, you could say that he kind of helped to fuel the fire by dumping FTT on the market, and when everything goes to hell, he offers to help them, basically buying them, acquiring them. What a move. What an insane move. Impressive, scary at the same time. It is what it is. This is business, right? And it's such a legendary move that we just saw from Binance. So, are we safe? Let's say we have money on FTX. I have money on FTX, not a lot, because, you know, these things happen. I've been victim of exchanges disappearing. You know, you have Cryptopia, other exchanges which I can't recall right now, but we all know about them. We all know about them. Exchanges just disappearing with everyone's money and like they're gone. It happens. So are we safe now that Binance has come along and saved us? Come on, guys. Obviously not. Like we're not safe. We're not safe. This is crypto. First of all, the deal that Binance made with FTX is not binding. They have a non-binding agreement. It's not binding. The deal is probably not haven't really went through. So the live stream uncovering the stuff that have happened yesterday, I'm not really sure exactly what the current situation is telling us. I will probably have an update in the RLZ Trading community about that. So by the way, guys, if you're watching this and you're not members of the RLZ Trading room, definitely check out the link in the description below in this video. You can join by filling out that form. We've launched this Monday and we have a great group of people in the community already, and it's all about trading. It's all about trading. We don't care about that hype stuff, shilling, whatever. It's just trading. We're just looking at trends. We're just trying to make money, and yeah, that's it. So all right, so yeah, what we need in the crypto industry is transparency. We need transparency in terms of course, we need, like, I'm not a huge fan of regulations, you know. I would like for the community and the industry to self-regulate in a way where we can have insurances that would help in situations like this. But it's a long way to see anything like that. And the world we live in, we're going to get regulations whether we like it or not. We're going to see more government interference into the crypto whether we like it or not. It's just the way the world works. We just have to accept that, right? But we need more transparency. We need the crypto exchanges out there to show us what they're actually doing with their funds, like the funds that we are depositing. So let's say I open an account. So before all this happens, I open an account on ftx.com. I deposit, let's say, 5K. Now I want to know, is that 5K just getting transferred right into Alameda Research so they can buy shit coins with that money? And when I want that money, I'm not going to get it because it's tied up in some worthless goblin troll NFT or whatever. Right? I want to know that. What are you doing with my money? So when I want to withdraw that money and everyone else wants to withdraw the money, is it even money or is it some JPEG on the internet? You know what I mean? So we need transparency. Now, Binance and CC from Binance, he tweeted that he's working on becoming more transparent. And I think that is a major part about this. And that is why if CC managed to do this in a way where he's actually able to show the transparency of the Binance exchange, guys, it would be a huge thing. And I do believe that he might actually do this. So imagine if it would be the other way around, that Binance had problems and FTX comes along and buys up Binance. Oh wow, that would be problem. So what happened here is what I believe is probably the better outcome, right? The fact that Binance bought FTX might actually be good for crypto in the long run, because you're going to be seeing a lot of shit on Sam coming up on Twitter. Some of the interviews I've seen with him when he talks about regulations in the crypto industry, it's disgusting. Like, it seems like the more money he got and the more power he got in the crypto space, it kind of corrupted him. And I did not like what I was seeing. However, I did not think that this would happen. But guys, remember this. And this is very important. So crypto is dangerous. And I'm not trying to FUD crypto. And I'm not saying that you should not be in crypto. But what I'm saying is Bitcoin is freedom, right? And with freedom comes responsibility. That's Spider-Man, by the way. And with that responsibility, you got to pay attention, because responsibility means that you have to do your own research. You have to look at what's actually going on behind the scenes and where are your funds? So how do you protect your funds? Well, me personally, I have a hardware wallet. All the crypto I have is obviously on my hardware wallet. That hardware wallet is backed up with another hardware wallet. And my seed phrase is safely secured and backed up in multiple different ways. So I have multiple hardware wallets backing up each other and seed phrases being kept in safe, secure locations in case something would happen. I do not keep it on an exchange because this shit happens. Exchanges go bust, exchanges disappear. Now, the beauty of crypto exchanges is they have leverage, right? So if you have 10K in crypto, and you want to be trading that account, you want to be trading a trading account of 10K. Now, what you do is you can transfer. This is a very simple example, Well, what you can do is you can take 1K out of that, move it into an exchange and use 10 times leverage. Well, with 10 times leverage, you're now trading 10K. You're trading the same money that you have, but you only risk 10% of your capital instead of risking 100%. Now, of course, people would say leverage is bad. Guys, leverage is not bad. Margin is not bad. It's the unexperience of how to deal with leverage that's dangerous, right? It's the lack of knowledge of how to trade with leverage that's dangerous. It's very simple. You put in an order and you put in a stop loss. You put in a buy order and you put in a stop loss. You need to make sure that when that stop loss hits, you're only going to lose a smaller portion of that position. That's all you have to care about. For me, that's 1%. For you, that might be different. I should arguably, you should never go about 4%. But as long as you keep that risk small on the position, leverage is not dangerous, right? It's the lack of knowledge that's dangerous. So please keep that in mind. And I'm not going to say I'm not recommending anyone here to do anything. Obviously, I'm not a financial advisor. But if you call your bank and I'm sure there's very nice people that would love to talk to you guys about leverage trading crypto. Don't do that. I should probably not do that. But if you need financial advice, I'm not the right dude to talk to. If you need educational and informational material though on trading, I'm all for that. All right, so it's been 30 minutes. We've talked about FTT and FTX. Now you know a little bit about the history behind all of this. And we're going to be continuing covering this on the channel. So if you're watching this live and you're not subscribed to the channel, what are you doing, man? What are you doing? Subscribe to the channel. Hit that like button. I always almost said I'm always. Oh wow! I can't even comprehend the English language. All right, small leverage, big margin. Yeah. Right, so that's it. Now, how is this affecting the market? Now, I don't know, you don't know, nobody knows, but we're gonna be looking at the technicals. So I'm watching I thought we were watching the screen, but we're actually watching me. Hello. Let's switch to this screen right here. I like that. Also, guys, I know a lot of you guys have been requesting me to upgrade to 1080p and English. English. Yes. So what's up, Toronto Dump? Hope you're doing good. Yeah. So before we continue, I just want to say that I really do appreciate every single one of you being in here. Now, the reason I'm doing this is partly because of my need for attention, but also because I really do like you guys, and I really do like helping you guys, and the feedback and the good comments, and it's absolutely fantastic. I'm getting comments, DMs from people telling me like how they've been following me for years and how I've been helping them in trading, and how they try to replicate my system and getting good results. And guys, like, that is fantastic. That is just that really brings joy to my life. This is the main reason why I'm doing this, is for you guys, right? To be able to help as many people. And that is the reason why I co-founded the RLZ Trading, is because I wanted to help as many people as possible, and I wouldn't be doing this without you guys. And trading is lonely and boring, right? So to be able to have this group of my own group here at RLZ Trading, the trading room, to be able to invite you guys and trade with you guys, and like, I have so many plans for this community. What I want to do is, like, yesterday we had our first voice chat session in the Discord channel, but I want to I don't want this to be a community where you come in and learn from me. I want this to be a community where you come in and we learn from each other, right? We build something together. We build a trading system, a trading style, and we build something together. We trade together. And imagine a world where we build a community where we're all trading slightly similarly, and we find the same setups, and we discuss the same setups, and we take trades together, and we evolve together, almost like a professional prop firm, right? That is like, sky's the limit when you get a community of right people. And that's also why I've decided to keep it small, right? Keep it small. Currently, I've capped the community of 200 members. If that's too big, we're going to keep it even smaller, because I want to make sure that we create a sense of community, a sense of family, where we're actually helping each other. So let's look at the actual markets right here. First, what I want to look at is Bitcoin. And man, thank you for that, Toronto Dump. And you're also a very trustworthy person. You seem very trustworthy. The trollingness is done in such a professional way that I definitely trust you with all my money. If you ever become a financial advisor, please hit me up. And this guy right here, this is Crypto Ted Shed, Crypto Ted Shed Ted. He's the creator of the backtesting template that we're using a lot in this in our community, and it's a great guy. Have helped me a lot, and also a great valuable addition to the community. If you don't know about the backtesting template, you should know about it. You should know you should know about it. So maybe you could search on my YouTube channel. You can search for Lips for two backtesting. You should probably get something up if you do that. Let's actually, you know what? Let's do that right now. So we got Lips for two backtesting. And this is the one, right? So I'm gonna send this video out in the chat, and if you don't know about backtesting template, check that one out. And if you subscribe to my newsletter, which you can find in the description below, you will get the link to the backtesting template sent directly into your inbox. Now, the backtesting template is just a fantastic tool to backtest your obviously to backtest your trading strategy. But we're not going to be talking about backtesting in today's live stream. We're going to be saving that for another day. Let's look at Bitcoin. What's happening on Bitcoin right now? Whoa! Fuck me, like I did not expect this. I'd expected to wake up and everything would be fine, but it's like it's like I'm waking up and I'm smelling that napalm in the napalm. Is it napalm? Napalm. I'm trying to say something funny here based on that quote. You know, I love the smell of whatever. God damn it. It looks pretty bad, guys. It looks pretty bad. I mean, obviously, looking at the 4 hour here, it just continues low. Now, the big question here is, are we dumping because we are in a risk off environment, or are we? Why don't you sleep? Why don't you sleep? Oh, you don't sleep because of this? Of course. Stupid. Yeah, probably get some sleep. Fuck me, look at that. It's just continuing straight down. Look at the 1 minute. Look at the 1 minute. Are we going to scalp this? I need to take a couple deep breaths, because when I start thinking about scalping the 1 minute, I am this close to losing a lot of money. But I don't care. Of course, we're going to scalp this. Who am I to tell me what to do? All right, so we're going to be looking at the Bitcoin perp on FTX, because why not? Why not? Why not FTX, right? Right, so how are we going to scalp this? How will we lose money on Bitcoin? That's today's question and the theme of today's live stream. We are going to lose money at around 7.8 something. So I'm going to put an alert right here. I'm going to put an alert right here. So that basically the whole idea would, like, look at this, like this is the idea, right? And I'm going to show you the exact setup that we're looking to take. So you see that I had the fib from that high to that low, and if we put a fib from that high to that low, this will be the reload zone, right? That's basically what we're looking at. Now, the problem with the scalping the 1 minute is, well, there's a lot of problems with scalping the 1 minute, but one of the problems is that, oh, did I just barf? Is it barf? That's a coffee coming up. I hope you didn't hear that. If you did hear that, please do not cut that out and post it somewhere. Look at that. That's a pretty good. You have a trend line right here, some sort of trend line. You're kind of coming up, and you're actually getting some sort of rejection here inside the short RLZ, and the stochastic RSI is showing a top here as well, and rounded top with a bear cross. But what I don't like about this one is the fact that it's well above the moving average right here. So when when you're trading 1 minute, you might want to be using different moving averages than the 20 and the 50. However, when prices moves a little bit slower, it tends to, you look at the short signals right here. So this is the RLZ slingshot indicator, which I'm developing for the trading community. Hopefully, I'll give you guys. You have the channel right here, and it gives gives the channel the signals on the swing trade. But I'm also looking into the idea of adding, like, doing some scalping with it as well. But it's you can see that the short signals right here on the 20 minute 4 hour, I mean the 1 hour is quite good. But here you see that the rejection is happening above the moving averages, and the same thing would happen on this one right here. So if you do have a hit of the 50 or whatever, the rejection on the 1 hour is most likely going to happen around that area as well. So I'm going to be managing, I'm just going to be editing that alert saying time to lose money. All right. So we have an alert right here. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens if we can take a trade on that one as well. Funnily enough, we're shorting Bitcoin on FTX. We shouldn't be doing that. That's weird. Yeah, I definitely agree with you here. Much worse than I expected as well. I need. Do I have more coffee? Wow, I don't have any more coffee. I know that my fiance is upstairs. She could make me some coffee. I would ask her if she wouldn't just. She's pretty terrible at coffee though, so I'm not gonna do that. Have water. You can never trust somebody to make your coffee who's not drinking coffee themselves, right? So I'm gonna shout to her, she's gonna kill me. Like if I'm shouting to her during the stream, like she's gonna run down here, she's gonna like, you're probably gonna, like, she's gonna hit me. I'll be forced to call the cops on her or something, because it's like live and she's like trying to hit me live. So I'll be like, there's gonna be domestic abuse, and if I don't, it's just a mess. It's just a mess. I'm not gonna shout at her, or worst case scenario, like, shit happens. Right, DXY is finally moving up. I was confused why we're dumping in the. Also, this is this thing though. This is the thing. Like what I wanted to see was basically, so we have the alert in the Bitcoin. So we'll go back to the chart if we have anything setting up right here. So let's go with the Bitcoin right here. We're obviously moving lower right here. It looks very bad. It looks not. Wow, it looks really goddamn bad. I just remember that I do have a bag of Bitcoin, so it doesn't really feel good about that. Never mind. So what I do not like about this is if we are in a risk-off environment, that will actually be positive for what we're seeing right now. It would not be positive for price action on Bitcoin, but if we are in a risk-off environment right now, and basically what I mean by a risk-off is the stock indices moving lower? Is the S&P 500 moving lower? If it is, we're in a risk-off. Is the DXY moving higher? If it is, then we're in a risk-off. And that would be a good thing. Because if this is happening as an isolated event, while the rest of the market seems bullish, we're in trouble. So let's do some research. Well, research, let's just look at the market. So let's see. Let's look at the dollar currency index. It's not, I wouldn't say it's pumping, but it's not dumping, right? Yeah, and you have the result from the midterm elections as well. That might be important to check for the S&P 500. But my point is, the dollar currency index is not dumping. It's actually bouncing at support. It's actually bouncing at support. What's the S&P 500 doing? Now, this is more like it. This is more like it. So yesterday, when the Bitcoin move started, we had this candle for the Bitcoin. I need to sneeze, so I'll have to do something about that. So we had when the Bitcoin move started. Right, we're getting some short signals here as well on the RLZ slingshot indicators. I'm going to check that shortly. So we had that move on the S&P 500 when it started, and we're now getting continuation on that. So this is actually good. It seems like a good thing that is happening. Because if Bitcoin would be dumping in total isolation and the rest of the market would be bullish, time to lose money. Look at that. Time to lose money. We're going to go back to Bitcoin on FTX. Is it time to lose money? Yeah, I think it is. I think it is. So where's... All right, so we might want to take a trade here. We're going to be moving to... You know what? I'll use this one today. Use this one today. So let's see where if we do have something going on right here. Should probably log into PrimeXBT. By the way, guys, if you want to join an exchange where you can trade crypto and forex at the same time on the same platform, you should definitely check out PrimeXBT. You can join PrimeXBT by checking out the description in the link below. Probably better if you check out the link in the description below. All right, that's the wrong. We just logged into the wrong account. Let's see which one is it. But I could do that whole two FA thing. But and yeah, if you don't have 2FA on pretty much everything, you should get it. I've just recorded a video yesterday on a product called Serenity Shield. I quite like it. I've looked it up, I did some research, and they have a really good thing, and they're really all into security and privacy in the crypto industry. So the interesting video coming up on Serenity Shield. I do like that product, so definitely something to keep an eye on. So I have the FTX window open here to my right, and I'm ready to enter a trade on Bitcoin. Can you see how much am I going to risk on this trade right here? What's worth losing for engagement on YouTube? I don't know. I said I got a lot of viewers, so it might be worth a lot. So guys, I have a lot of viewers right now, so I would love for all of you to hit that like button. If you can hit that like button, it would be very nice, because basically what I want you to hit the like button because I want you to activate the YouTube algo. So let's activate that YouTube algo altogether. I'm gonna like my own video. Boom, 44 likes. Holy shit, it's good. I like that. That's really nice. I feel warm inside. Right, so we have one. Oh, short signal. Let's short the shit out of this. All right, I'm gonna sell. Where's my stop loss gonna be? My stop loss gonna be 17. Come on, man. 17,850. 17,850. Stop moving. 17,850. How much am I ready to lose? I don't know, like 200? Fuck, 200, 300. I don't know. I got such a bad feel here, but I'm in. I'm in. And I'm down about $15. Now I'm down. I just got stopped out because I entered the wrong stop loss. Should not be doing this live. Oh, God damn it. So let's keep calm. This is why I'm not scalping, because like obviously I put in the wrong orders and everything. So what's the actual? Oh, the spread is quite high. The spread is quite enormous. All right, so 7,850. 7,850. I think I put in 7,750 instead. And now the projected loss is $1,000. No way. All right, so let's do 150. Yeah, let's do 150. All right, so I'm in there, in here, and so I entered here, and stop loss is 7,850. 7,850. And where do we want to take profit? Probably at the minus 0.618. So that's a 3-hour trade, pretty good. Or should we maybe look at the trend here? Try to see if we have a possible. Because like scalps like this, I usually don't do like 3R. I can't believe I'm scalping Bitcoin right when all of this is going on. But I do kind of like this pattern right here, which I don't care what it's called. It could be a double wedge donkey, but it's just trend lines, right? So we got 3.2R down to that level, and arguably we should secure the position here, but I'm gonna let it run down to 7.3. Let's see, 7.3, 50, 50, 51, 52. Yeah, 52 is good. So that's gonna be my TP. And how much am I gonna make on this? Last time we scalped live was during the FOMC. Had two nice shorts back to back. I made 15K on that. No, not 15K, 1.5K. I did not make 15K on 2 scalps. I'm sorry, guys. I don't have that much money, but I made $1,500 in the span of 20 minutes. That's pretty good. That's why I love scalping. I mean, it's just you're able to make a fairly large amount of money in a very short time. But is it worth it for me? No, it's not worth it, because I take a trade and I have to manage that trade. And if that trade is going to be open for 30 minutes or 3 hours, I have to be there. I have to manage the trade, and I have to be there every time, every step of wherever it's going. So I don't like that type of trading, because what I want to do is I want to get an alert. Like, say for example, you get an alert on a swing trading system, you enter orders and everything looks good, and then you wait, and you can do whatever you want. I can go out for a run or do a workout session or whatever, and it's moving so slowly that you can let the alerts kind of do the work for you. So let's see how. So if this trade works out, if it hits profit down here, I'll make around $500, which is pretty good. And it's important that you don't risk too much. You know what I mean? Like, you don't want to risk. You don't want to risk too much in this, right? Wow, it's looking pretty good. I like this. If we go back to entry and hit stop loss, I don't know what to do, guys. Like, I don't know what to do. I'm so emotionally invested in this, and it feels like there's so many people watching, and it's like if I get stopped on this one, my live scalping career might be over. However, if this one hits profit, I'm gonna keep on scalping the shit out of this until I lose everything. That's the plan. I hope that most of you watch this know that I'm mostly joking. So it's important that you do not follow me. You do not take financial advice from me. Obviously, you know how quickly things can turn around. Remember that when I started this, I just lost $100 because I put in the wrong stop loss, right? So I'm not the guy to take financial advice from. I'm probably not the guy to learn scalping from either. When it comes to swing trading, though, that's a whole nother question. So I'm going to transition over to a trade which I have a swing position on, and if that's not in profit, I'm going to look very bad. I do not look very bad. I do not look very bad. And luckily for us, it just went into profit. Oh, wow. Can you imagine that? I'm saying, like, you should not learn scalping from me, but look at my swing trade, which is stopped out, But it's not. It's actually looking pretty good. So GBP NCD, this is a short we entered yesterday. And let me kind of go through this. This is, and also what's pretty cool about this, check this out. The latest alert in the channel is a short signal on GBP NCD, which means that I'm able to create an indicator which actually mimics the system so well that it gives actually alerts on possible setups, which means that, let me kind of break this down for you and the beauty of all of this, and it's why it's such an amazing tool to have, and why I believe everyone should focus on trying to create tools like this. Now, if you can't code, don't worry, you can go on Upwork or Fiverr and get somebody to code it for you, or you could probably go into the trading room community and we can try to see if we can find something that can help you, and we can try to create a meeting where we can set that up. But whatever. Why it's important is because I have my system, right, which is based on very, very simple technical analysis stuff, right? So it's a very simple system. It's based on quite simple stuff, and I'm able to put some of the enter triggers of the system into the indicator. So the indicator will not tell you when it's time to sell or when it's time to buy. The indicator will tell you when it's time to focus on the specific chart where you're getting the alert, and you're taking up the chart and you're seeing, is this alert confident with my system, and do I want to take the trade? So for example, if you look at this trade right here on GBP and CD, when I got the first alert was here. Well, the first alert was right here, and I'm looking at this and I'm thinking, this is not a trade. I want something more obvious. I want a bearish engulfing candle. So we have another alert, I believe, here. Yeah, so that's the alert, right? So you have one alert here. Now this is more like it. It creates a more rounded top. It's a bearish engulfing candle. And then on the second candle, we had something like this. And when price was trading down here, I decided to put orders in on the possible retest of the 50%. Right? Now you might ask, why did I do that? Because the idea is already confirmed. Everything looks good. But I wanted to see a retest of that 50% fib right there, and we got it, right? So on that next candle right there, boom, we hit that one. And this is where we're trading right now. Hopefully it becomes lower. I will put an alert right here, right above these lows right here, which I have right here. And I will edit that and say, move stops down. Because when you have that breakdown and you break these local lows right here, we can move stops here, so we can basically limit the risk, cut the risk in half of this trade right here. But when this stream is not about forex markets, it's the same though. Like, I'm trading crypto and all of that the same way. But this stream right here is on the it's about the crypto market, which is moving rapidly to the downside, which means that the Bitcoin short is probably going to work out. Holy shit, guys. Look at this. Whoa. Come on, man. Hit that profit. Well, what we can do now is we can move stops to entry, right? And we can move stops to entry, and we can see it retrace all the way back up. Where did I enter? At around, I don't know, I can't remember. I need to check. All right. All right, so let's while we look at this one, let's see if we can find any interesting altcoins to check as well. So I'm just going to keep that on the top right here. It's going to alert me on, because I want to see that profit getting hit, get that visual stimulation, and yeah, whatever. So green list right here. What do we have? I don't think anything looks very good here. I don't think anything looks very good. You guys see on Twitter that dude who's like streaming, gaming, and he's streaming, and he's like, every time he kills somebody, he has like a rave. I'm gonna get that. So when I'm scalping, every time I hit take profit, I'm just gonna go crazy and do the opposite of what you're supposed to be doing. It's it hit TP on the perp right here, but it did not hit TP on PrimeXBT. What are you doing? The fuck are you doing? Ah, man, it's lower. It's lower on PrimeXBT. It's at slightly different prices. On FTX, it has it's at, oh my god, what's going on, guys? What the hell's going? So the name of this live stream is this the end of crypto? And you know, the initial feeling that I'm seeing, you can look at Soul, which I actually accumulated based on this idea. Let me see if I can find it. Sol USD. I have a short somewhere with my trade idea on Sol. Anyway, so the idea with Sol here was, you know, I wanted to accumulate it in this range right here. Obviously, it's totally breaking down. It's totally breaking down. I'm lucky I didn't have a lot of money in that position, but yeah, this is just, it's gone. It's gone, man. It's I don't know. This is Sol is I feel like Sol is, because Alameda Research and FTX was heavily involved and invested in Sol. I don't really know what's going on right now with Sol. If you go on Twitter, you're probably going to be reading a lot on what's actually going on right here. But it seems like, from what I can read here, $280 million are going to get unlocked on Sol in about within 24 hours. I would feel quite sorry for the guys who's about to unlock their Sol. This is crazy. So we have a lot of selling pressure now, and probably going to get way more selling pressure when the selling gets going. It's absolutely crazy. Absolutely crazy what's going on right here. So do we... All right, let's go back to BTC perp just quickly to see if we actually do have if we have a win here. Well, all right, so back to... You know what? I'm gonna close this position, because obviously, like, this was the idea. The idea that it hit TP is probably going to move higher, and there's a high possibility that it's actually going to move all the way back to entry. So even though PrimeXBT did not hit that TP, I did still make a decent amount of money on this, and it did hit TP. So kind of had to... That's why you want to do the analysis on the actual exchange that you're trading, and not on... Look at that. Whatever. But it's pretty cool, though. I mean, it's pretty awesome that we were able to get a trade in on this based on the indicator. And when I'm trading the 1 minute using this indicator, I think it's best to not care too much about the Feb levels, that the fact that it's not on the 50. But in terms of take profits, it's very good to know where the -618. But when it comes to scalping the 1 minute, all you really want to have is a engulfing candle within the cloud, and the cloud is just simply the area between the 1 minute 20 EMA and the 1 minute 50 EMA. There's a bearish engulfing candle, and the stochastics RSI also gave you a bear cross on that second candle, and that's your entry confirmation. Now, if it happens inside the reload zone, that's absolutely beautiful, but right now it's not necessary. Well, PrimeXBT just hit the TP. I just hit the TP. Imagine if I would just keep this open and just move my stops down. That could be very, very profitable. But that's just not the way I'm trading. I'll follow the plan, and yeah. Wow, that is insane. Well, I'm gonna save this one. I'm gonna buy a frame. I'm gonna frame it, put it up in my office. I'm gonna look at it whenever I lose. It's like it could have been. This could have been you. All right, so it feels like we're getting close to the end of the live stream, and let's see. Do we have likes? Have you liked the video? I do like you. Well, yeah, pretty good, man. Pretty good. This is the wrong video. I'm not even watching the live stream. This is a whole nother video. This is not even the same. I don't know what I'm doing, man. All right, so ANT, which was in a decent uptrend earlier, is no longer in an uptrend. Algo, which was in a decent uptrend earlier, is completely wrecked. nothing looks good. This is like insane, guys. This does feel like not the end of crypto, but it feels like a very, very important part of the history of crypto right here. Okay, what we're witnessing right here is the collapse of the second biggest exchange in crypto, and um, the biggest exchange in crypto actually acquiring and trying to buy the second largest. Now, this is obviously not good in terms of decentralization, because if you want a decentralized market, you don't want the top players to merge, right? And because that's not what decentralization is all about when it comes to exchanges. But still, CC and Binance can handle this in a way where you still have decentralization by keeping everything transparent, what they do with the user funds and where all of that is going. But still, this is a major part in crypto history that we're witnessing right now. And a lot of people, like I said earlier in the stream, has called this the Lehman Brother moments of crypto. And honestly, by watching these charts right here, they might actually be right. I'm not liking what I'm seeing right here. It has a massive effect on price, and it's going to have a massive effect on the whole market right here. This is not positive for crypto. However, I've been waiting for a true capitulation move, right? I've been waiting for a capitulation move, and this is, I mean, of course, this is capitulation. I mean, this is major. Now, what I'm interested in is going and checking the on-chain data. So let's actually look at that. We got let's see if I still have access to this. Let's see if I still have access. Let's see. So what I want to do is this is Glassnode, right? So what I'm interested in here is to see if I'm going to look at the. Now, I'm not really an expert when it comes to on-chain on-chain metrics. However, what happened here? Reset zoom. So this is the net unrealized profit and loss. We are deep into the capitalization phase right here, which is a good thing. What I want to see is holders, right? All right, I don't have the professional plan, but what I'm interested in is I want to see, because when you have capitulation, I'm not talking about retail capitulation, because retail capitulation has already happened. Now, what we're seeing with FTX, that is something that happens at the bottom, right? One of the biggest player in the crypto industry is possibly going bankrupt, and maybe they're not even going to be saved with Binance, right? So it's just massive. It's insane what's going on right here. So we have somebody in the chat saying, well, first of all, so some people say that true capitulation will come when the US 10-year treasury yield will drop also. Now it says, but yeah, I mean, that's huge. If it drops from this level, yeah, that's obviously huge. But that would also that would probably signal a capitulation phase in the legacy markets, which obviously translate into crypto market as well. But now what I'm focused on is the crypto market and Bitcoin, right? So what you want to see is capitulation from retail first, and that obviously already happened. You can see the activity in Twitter is just gone; it's almost dead. And then the activity on the exchanges is much lower than it was before. And obviously, you're not getting your friends and relatives asking you if they should buy Bitcoin. Now, that happened at the top. That's something that happens at the top. At the bottom, it's just fear and depression and just hate and death and destruction, which is probably what mostly what we're seeing right now. But what I'm interested in is to see what the long-term holders of Bitcoin, the bigger players, the whales, the institutions, when they capitulation, when they exit the market, that's where you have true capitulation, right? So that's what I want to see on the charts right here, and I'm not really sure what the metrics are for that. We can maybe try Google it, right? Long-term holder Bitcoin on chain metric. Let's see if we find something here. So we have something from crypto news, right? Yeah, if Sailor is gone, obviously that's the bottom. But right, so this is on Glassnode. This is the long and short-term holder supply in profit and loss. Do I care about that one? The total supply held by long-term holders. Right, so that's the one we want to look at. Total supply held by long-term holders. Right, so holders. Long-term holders. Man, I need to upgrade to get this. Can I get it elsewhere? Do we have look into Bitcoin? So let's see if we can find it somewhere else. I know look into Bitcoin has some interesting free on-chain metrics. Right, so we have address balance, active balances, wallet sizes. We have we could be looking at that's our hodl. Let's look at that. I don't think that's the one. Let's look at Bitcoin wallet sizes of over 100 Bitcoin. It's obviously decreasing here, right? But it's not decreasing that much. So wallet sizes of over 1,000 Bitcoin has actually been decreasing quite a lot during this range that we're seeing right now. And wallet sizes with more than 10 Bitcoin is increasing. Yeah, of course. It seems like obviously a lot of people have been accumulating, but I want I need to get access to Glassnode professional stuff to be able to see the actual long-term followers. So what I'm going to do is I'm probably going to be updating you guys in the community in the RLZ Trading Room. So if you're watching this live and you're not a member of the RLZ Trading Room, definitely check that out. We have a offer going on right now. So because we don't have the website up and running just yet, we're working on the website, and with the website we're going to have members pages, members area where we're going to have a small, like the whole 2-month trading program is going to be inside on the website, inside the members area, where you're going to be able to get all the webinars and all the educational material nicely and organized in one place in the members area. And also the whole community is going to be on Discord, but the members of the trading room, the community, is also going to have shorter videos explaining the very basics of the system, so you're able to understand my trading signals and my analysis and how to trade it, which indicator I'm using, that sort of stuff. But the more in-depth the live interactive course is the trading program, where you learn the system and obviously much more around trading. But I'm going to be updating you guys in the trading room on the long-term holder chart and my thought process on that and my analysis, because I want to see the long-term holders of Bitcoin and crypto to capitulate, and that might be something we're seeing right now. Because honestly, if this doesn't make you sell your crypto, I don't know what would. Binance going bankrupt as well. Every exchange is dying. Bitcoin having a massive bug. I don't know. This is massive, guys. This is massive. There's real cause for concern here. By the way, check the Bitcoin short. It looked like this was the right area to be selling, because looking at the 1 minute, we're probably gonna see something like this, right? On the 1 minute. Do we have anything that, like, looking at the altcoin indices right here, do we have anything that looks good? Is there anything out there that looks good? Is there anything that shows even the slightest strength? If you guys know anything, if you guys see any altcoins that show any signs at all of strength, let me know. I mean, there's obviously some coins which, look at this makers, tax. But this is yeah. I mean, USDT probably looks pretty good as well. Yeah. All right. So I mean, I'm looking for coins that, so this upper list right here, that's the, yeah, I know it's good. Yeah, I just realized that when typing in the ticker that was based on gold, or pegged to gold at least. So I mean, ANT, I've looked at ANT here. It's actually like used at highs. I mean, it haven't broken down completely, but obviously it's like an algo as well. It's kind of like hitting this support area, I guess. And what's interesting with altcoins like this, for example, with algo, is that they're not breaking the major support areas. If you look at the daily, they're still in a range, right? Which is interesting. So they're still in a range. Now, I would actually argue that this would be a sign of strength, right? Because they're still in a range. Now, if you look at other altcoins, like for example, let's take a look at Maker. You see Maker right here on the daily. I mean, yeah, you could argue that this is a, some sort of massive range. But what I'm really interested in more, this move right here, it kind of looks like it's completely breaking down. While Algo, yes, it broke down here, but it's still in a very clear and clearly confined range right here. And I do think that this would be some sort of sign of strength. ANT, same thing here, still nicely confined inside this range right here. And if Bitcoin can find the bottom, these would probably be the altcoins you want to look at for possible longs. And yes, CHZ, which our good friend Lorenzo mentioned right here, is also one of the coins that has a similar market structure, because it's look at that. Kind of wish we would have taken that trade, but never mind though. Who cares? So yeah, CHZ here, Chili's or whatever it's called, is also in a range, and it's not even down at range low. So coins like this, I'm not saying that you should buy these because they're has great fundamentals. I don't even know what this is. I don't know what it does. Like, it could be a dead product, who knows? Like, scams pumps the hardest, right? But coins that are coming down into support area and will have less resistance to the upside. So if you take Maker, for example, if you look at Maker, for example, it's obviously going to be a lot of resistance to the upside, right? Especially this area right here. Like, it's going to be a lot of resistance to get through this area. But then if you look at Algo, it's it actually bouncing at a significant support. And of course, the monthly open is going to be acting as strong resistance, but it seems like Bitcoin is actually leading the move to the downside right here, if you know what I mean, because it's actually breaking it's actually breaking the range lows right here, and it's actually leading the move to the downside. It's breaking the range low. So all coins that are still able to keep that support while Bitcoin potentially finds a bottom right here and does something like this, well, of course, if that happens, then algo will go straight up to the monthly open, and that is a 22% move, right, which is pretty good. All right, guys, I am going to end the live stream shortly. I got some stuff I need to do. I need to record some videos for the community and do a market update for the community members. Once again, the trading room is live. If you want to get more content like this one on a daily basis, I do put out in the community on a daily basis short videos, 5 to 15 minute, doing market update on the video on the markets, on the forex market and the crypto market, as well as share my daily routines, thoughts on the markets or whatever, and all the trades I'm taking is in that community. So definitely check that out. If you're interested, you can use the link in the description below. We are currently, because of the fact that we don't have the website up and running right now, we have an early bird deal, so you can get to access the community, and most likely when you have everything set up and running as it should be with the website and everything, we're most likely going to increase the price, and the number of people that can join is capped, so you might be able to lock in that early deal now before the community actually gets full, because when we're at 200, nobody else can join. All right, guys, I would like to thank you all for joining, and as always, I do appreciate every single one of you. I'm doing this for you guys. See you guys in the next live stream. All right, take care.